Testing, 1, 2, testing, testing. Testing, testing. All right, you all should be able to hear me now. You should be able to hear me now. Salute to my brother Enoch Bird in the building. Let me know that you can hear me, brother. Let me know that you can hear Coach. Let me know you can hear me. Good, good. My bad, family. I had the settings on my phone on Do Not Disturb, and I just realized that's why you all can't hear my live sometimes. So now I got to say all that over. All right. So we had a passionate discussion on $1 million worth of game. Gillie the Kid and Wallow. And the question is, who won the debate? And we're gonna go over that. Let me do this fair use of copyright disclaimer real quick for my protection. Salute to the family. Come on in. Please like, subscribe, and share to the channel. I want to give a shout out to everyone who supported us on Rumble last night. Had a great live on there. But copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976 allows fair use copyright. All right. The use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing non-profit, educational, or personal use tips and balance in favor of fair use. All right. Salute to you all. Brother Enoch Bird, I don't know how to do that yet. Somebody else had did it for me in the past, so I will, when I get around to it, I will. But this is my Fair Use Copyright Act. I have been shadow banned, which is why some of you have not been getting my notifications. So I need to make sure that I'm saying this before I start. But let's just get right into it. If you did not catch the interview between Gillie the Kid and just the brothers in general, Bill Haney, the brother Wallow called Jay Prince on the phone. Wallow's a real one for that. And it just shows that if we just sometimes pick up the phone and move people out our way, a lot more could be done. But let's get into it. This is the beginning of the backyard scuffle, if you will.
Well, the way they treat me, you did. That's what it is. Yeah, absolutely. That's what it is.
Yes, you see, we got Bill Haney down north, man. You know what I mean? He came to the city, said, I wanna go see the city.
That's just me. But
I agree. I agree that Bud is something that's special. You know what I mean? I believe in Bud. I believe that he's gonna come back and he's gonna beat Canelo again.
That's what I think.
You know what I mean? That's what I think.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Devin Haney or Jerron Boots Ennis?
Now, let me say this. Before this debate even started, when, Gillie the Kid, comes out and says, well, let me ask you a question, Devin Haney or Boots? Bud or Boots? And I understand, Gillie, anything Philly, Gillie he riding hard for Philly. And there's nothing wrong with that. Here's the problem. Here is the problem with Gillie. Sometimes, because Gillie's used to being, I'm not going to say on his turf, because Gillie acts the way he acts pretty much no matter where he is. But when you are talking about a fight, sometimes we can put people into situations that we're not even asking for. But let me let these brothers talk for a second.
I mean, if they fight each other,
Yes.
they have a tech. I don't like. I'm not really a Boots fan. I like Boots because he family.
But
Why you not a Boots fan? Wait, hold on.
I like technical
Hold on. Now,
fighting.
see, we having a talk.
I like
Oh, y'all
technical.
talk. Okay.
I like technical
So y'all
fighting.
talk. Y'all talk. And that's what I said was when y'all done what Devin has done, the earth is our turf, because when we do it, we've done it respectable.
Now this is what starts the turmoil. This is what starts the ruffle. You see, it's two Philly brothers talking. For those of you that don't understand what's going on, Gillie's from Philly, Hamburger's from Philly, right? And Hamburger says, "Listen, man, I'm not really a Boots fan. I love him because he's family. I love him because he's from Philly. But technically, I think Devin might take him." And this is when it all goes left. Wallow tries to interject, and Bill Haney, who is one of the best promoters in the game, steps in and says, "Hold on, no, we got to get this. You let these brothers work this out."
You know what I mean?
I like more of a technical fighter than Boots to me.
I love the father in you. I told you that. That Boots nigga special.
No,
I'm telling you.
Bud is special. That's special.
Yeah. Well,
That's special right there.
what I asked them was,
They about to go at it,
and
fam.
Respectfully, I said, how many times have you seen?
So one of the other Philly brothers said, "Well, Boots is special." The other brother says, "No, Bud is special. Bud has been proven to be special. We can't call Boots special yet." Now this is three different brothers. They're in Philly. Y'all know Bill about to do his promotion thing. And all mayhem, all hell is about to break loose. Stone Cold.
Boots in a fight that you thought that he was gonna lose?
I ain't never seen him going lose.
No, I did.
How many times?
He get hit too much from bums.
How many times have you seen him in a fight that the people thought that he was
Said
gonna
he
lose?
get hits too much from bums.
Listen,
Like 3.
boxing is about throwing punches.
Like 3 of them.
Boxing is about throwing punches.
What Bubs hit Boots?
I'm gonna tell you.
What fucking?
John down head, down arm, down the John with a Sixers play. I was there, and he got hit too much.
Bro, okay, let me just.
And he got hit. I'm not saying he didn't win.
Now what my brother from Philly is doing, he says when they put on, he's talking about when Boots, not Stanionis, which fight was that Boots was getting hit too much? He's talking about when they were in Philly, and it looked like Boots was having a hard time adapting. And the problem is, it's not so much the brother is saying it. One of the problems is he's a Philly brother. He's a Philly brother. Thank you, Karen. I see, when I got my family in the building, I know I'm going to be straight. When he was fighting Karen and he was getting hit, I ain't going to lie, all of us was a little nervous, like, man, it looked like he having a problem adapting. Now, if you all go back and watch, don't get in your feelings, all right? And the thing is, nobody can say that we're hating because these are all Philly brothers having this conversation. Bill Haney ain't interjected. Ain't nobody else from the Haney team that's there. None of them have interjected. These are Philly brothers having a Philly boxing debate, having a Philly boxing conversation. Now, here's the thing. And this is why it's so important that this happens. Now, if one of the truth tellers, if our brother Drew goes live, if the General 78 goes live, if Champ Side goes live, if any of the truth tellers that I follow, right, if they go live and they say these same things, you would say they're hating. And the reason why you say they're hating is because they're not from Philly. But family, this legendary interview, this legendary debate reminds us of the old barbershop debates. In that movie Coming to America, when Eddie Murphy is playing all the different characters, and they're talking about, I think, was it Joe Louis? Joe Louis, greatest fighter ever lived. Da 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 da. And then he was talking about the old Italian guy says, what did he say? He said, what about Rocky Marciano? And Eddie, oh, there you go. Every time we get to talking about news, you got to bring up Rocky Marciano. That was joking on how our conversations in the barbershop go on. But family, isn't it crazy that a barbershop type of conversation that we have amongst brothers is about boxing is more entertaining. I gotta say it is more entertaining than anything we watch on Inside the Ring. All of these the zone and fake pay attention. All right, pay attention. The brother, salute our brother Anthony Latham in the building. He says, salute the Dirt Gang boss in the building. He says he didn't adapt to Karen move in the first fight, expected him to move the second fight, but was on the pocket and didn't adapt. And not only did he not adapt, family, now listen, y'all, we can't keep getting upset when people are just telling the truth. You can't get upset. Let me let these brothers keep talking.
But he got hit too much.
No. Okay, hold on. Let me just say this.
Going into it.
Let me just say
Going
this.
into it.
Let me just say this, right?
Go ahead.
If
You gotta get off the Philly shit, good.
I'm not on no Philly shit.
All right.
Phil,
I just okay.
This is what started. The other brother from Philly says, Gil, you for a second. What I'm saying, you know, is true. He was getting hit. He didn't adapt the first one. And Bozy Ennis was in the corner yelling. Bozy Ennis over there yelling. Get him out of here. Finish him. That's what was going on. Now, family, let me ask you all something. When Andy Cruz fought more, who was training him? We'll get into that later. Pay attention.
Okay. For you to say a fighter get hit too much, right? Okay.
Go ahead.
Just tell me one fight.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Listen. No, because if a fighter get hit too
I'm gonna
much,
tell you why.
bro, I'm gonna let you talk and then I'm
All
gonna.
right, but I gotta get off. My attention span is short. I gotta get it off. So, this is the guy that's talking about fighting, Bud Crawford, the Bud Crawford, right? If you're being touched by these people we ain't never heard before, what you think Bud gonna do?
Woo! The brother says, now, Gillie, I'm trying to stay out of it, family. I'm just telling y'all what's being said. He says to the brother Gillie, now if a dude, this is what he's saying. If a dude like Karen can touch Boots, right? But Boots weathers the storm. What would he have done if somebody like Terrence Bud Crawford is touching him? Continue.
About people that's ranked.
What do you think Bud gonna do?
Hold on, can I say something else? You talk about people that's ranked number 2 in the world that come from the fucking Kazakhstan. Of course you ain't heard of that nigga.
But you don't gotta be. You don't
They heard of that nigga over there.
You don't gotta fight nobody to be real. You gotta fight nobody to be real. Let me ask you a question.
I let you talk.
Go ahead.
Now it's my turn, my nigga.
You don't.
Okay. You say a nigga get hit too much. A nigga that get hit too much cannot leave every fucking fight and go to the fucking club and you not know he was in a fucking fight. Tell me one time Boots ended a fucking fight and you knew he was in a fucking fight.
Once again,
Bill in the background eating.
Please, bro,
because that matters.
bro, you just
That
said,
matters.
bro,
That was the point. That matters.
bro,
That matters.
you just said
I know this shit. That
a
matters.
nigga get hit too much. How do a nigga get hit too much in a boxing match and after every fight he can go to the club and you wouldn't know he was in a boxing match?
No, I don't listen.
Why?
No. I'm not the boxing dude like that.
Now here's the problem. Gillie and Wallow are trying to speak on the behalf of Boots Ennis. Now, right now, I'm not gonna lie to you. At this point of the debate, Gillie is getting his. He in the corner. He getting whooped on. He needs to do something with his feet. He maybe needs to try to spin him, jam up the traffic of punches. But right now, Gillie is on the ropes and Gillie is getting toe up. This is why. The other brother, making boxing points. All right, he's explaining how Boots is getting hit too much against people like Karen, who ain't too hard to figure out. And he says to Gillie, what would he do with Terrence Bud Crawford, who almost knocked out Canelo? The same Canelo who got hit by Triple G's hardest punch and ate it like it was nothing. Bud Crawford, who had the Canelo on Bambi legs. That Bud. The Bud Crawford who stopped Deshaun Porter. Now, you all can try to act like you all don't remember these things. But pay attention. My brother Enoch Bird says, this is why I got Keyshawn pound for pound over Ennis. Keyshawn picks shots off better. Boots either makes you miss completely or land clean. Now, brother, you know I rock with you. But Keyshawn, right now, is Keyshawn about to be in this same boat that Boots is in if he doesn't take on some real challenges. This is getting old with both of them at this point. Now, let's listen to the brothers.
I don't even know
Who the
what
last 3 people we fought?
I don't even know
Who's the boxer dude?
Stanionis. Stanionis was ranked.
That's one.
He was a world champion.
No, bro, that's one. And who's the other?
Whatever his name is.
And who's the other?
And he got mandatory to fight him again.
Yeah, now name.
He didn't want to fight the nigga again.
Now name the niggas that Bud
And then he
fought.
beat Roman Villa.
Now name the niggas that Bud fought.
Now, Gillie had trouble naming those 3 fighters, but you know what? We're going to give that to Gillie. Gillie he's gotten off the ropes. He's established his jab again. Let's listen to Gillie. Gillie the Kid.
Made them look the same exact way Boots made the bombs look.
I don't. Who did he fight that Bud fought?
Ain't Bud saying they different weight classes? No, they was in the same weight class when Bud was supposed to fight
First of all,
and he didn't fight him. That's how he wanted to fight Porter.
First of all.
That's how it went.
First of all, let me just say this, right? The big knock on Bud, his whole career, was he didn't fight nobody. He fought Julius Ndongo. He fought Victor Postal. The best fight he fought to date was Gamboa, right? Until he fought Errol Spence, right?
No.
Until he fought Errol Spence.
No.
Bro,
Gillie was doing good. Gillie got off the ropes and said that Bud, he talked about Bud fighting Gamboa, Victor Postal, and then Skip. It went all the way to Errol Spence. Now, those of you who are in the sport of boxing, salute to my brother Black Jericho. Those of you who are in the sport of boxing, it's a few names that are pretty important that Gillie is missing that Terrence Bud Crawford has on his list. That's not even the biggest complaint. The complaint that people use is Bud fought people that Errol had already destroyed. That is what a lot of people had an issue with. But these were killers. Before Errol broke the eye socket of what's that man name? Of Kell Brook, all right? Before you saw Bud Crawford force Sean Porter's father to throw in the towel, these men were known as problems. And this is before you saw Bud do Errol how he did Errol. This is before I'm sorry, y'all. At this point that we're at in boxing, when it comes to Bud Crawford and what he has done, you can't put him on the same level as these other fighters. Example, they're screaming about David Benavidez right now. For David Benavidez to chase the same greatness as Bud Crawford right now, David Benavidez would have to go to heavyweight right now. He would have to go to heavyweight right now and challenge the man. That's just to chase the greatness. This ain't even about succeeding yet. That's just chasing it. Then once he gets there, he would have to actually succeed. You want to talk about Bud Crawford, what Boots would have to do to be labeled in the same name as Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford would have to go up to almost 175 and fight David Benavidez if David Benavidez goes back down to 175. Let's keep going.
You're not gonna let a nigga talk, man. Then we can't have a conversation, bro.
Get your shit off, man.
By the time
you talking bullshit.
Spence,
You talking bullshit.
he was already 8 fights in, right? Right? But when he got a chance to prove he was great, he proved it, right?
Can I get a turn?
Am I right?
It's my turn. The difference is with Bud tried to fight everybody that was somebody. They didn't want to fight.
Boots not trying
That's
to
the
fight
difference.
everybody.
That's the difference. How you had the chance to fight Crawford. You chose not to, and that's he did. That's when Crawford fought Porter. Look that up. Google that.
Bro,
that's fact.
First of all, let me ask you a question.
Bill, can you stand behind me on this?
Now, the brother said to Gillie. Now, Gillie was doing good. Gillie got off the ropes real quick. Gillie's back in the center of the ring. But then the brother says, listen, Boots could have fought Bud when Bud fought Sean Porter. Is that or is that not the irrefutable fact? These are questions. Now, if that is not true, Gillie the Kid should have challenged that. Gillie should have challenged that right then and there. The problem is, I'm going to tell y'all something. You see, Gillie is more versed in football than he is boxing. Salute to our brother Drew Titan in the building. Gillie is more versed in basketball than he is boxing. And the problem with that is, on a platform as big as he has, he's trying to defend Boots in a way that might put Boots in a situation that he don't even want to be in. But let's keep going.
They don't want to listen.
Bro, if I'm gonna show
that's how you wanted to fight Porter.
Bro, this is a guy that just like to talk. He don't know shit about boxing.
So did I lie
Let me
yet?
ask you a question.
Did I lie yet?
Can I ask Bill a question?
Go ahead,
Bill,
please.
if
Go ahead,
you
please.
got Devin Haney and he's on the zone, you think they taking a fucking check from Black Vision? Oh, come on over to Black Vision. What's the name of that shit that was here for 2 fights?
Black Prime.
You think they letting Devin Haney,
Yeah, politics
a
are fucking
DAZN
like that,
fighter,
bro.
take a fucking check from Black fucking Prime? Who's
Okay,
been here for 2
Gillie.
weeks?
Gillie coming back. Gillie coming back.
That's why I said.
Now, Gillie swinging back now. Gillie swinging back. All right, let me take that back. Gillie is making the point that, yes, yes, that fight could have happened if it was not for the politics of them not wanting to take the money. But who is that on? Is that on that old puppet master you should be looking at? Is that not the hand of Eddie Hearn stifling another top Black American fighter? But see, they're not going to focus on that, right? Let's keep going. Gillie swinging back.
I'm not talking about.
Wait.
I'm not talking. I'm not talking about Devin Haney being his own. I'm talking about him being signed to his own. Like Shakur signed to them. Like this person. You think they saying, okay, go take a fucking check from Black Vision and
Just
pay
to
for
let
2
somebody
months?
talk, good.
Listen,
That's my question.
this is why I'm saying this. I love
Hey,
Bozy.
Give me
I
some
love
of the waters.
everything that he's doing. I love Crawford. I love them.
Drees.
But when it comes
Give me
time
some of the
to
waters.
make those legacy-defining fights, those big
That's in the
fights,
freezer, big
Bro,
dog.
you got to
That's
be
in the
quiet,
freezer.
man.
the fight or not? Could he have fought the fight or not?
On Black Prime.
I'm saying this. It's not about that. It's can you fight the
Can you fight the
or
fight?
not?
That's it.
So you
That's
think
it.
Boots said no?
I'm asking. Now this is where
You
we at.
think Boots said no?
You think he said yeah?
I know he said yeah to
So why the fight
everybody,
ain't happen?
to anything.
Why ain't happen?
Fuck you talking about. You better do your
Why did the fight
resume.
happen? I say,
You
why?
better check your fucking resume. Boots is that nigga for real. I don't know what fucking
Now,
eyes you looking
now
at.
here's the problem. Gillie was doing good, right? Gillie's establishing that jab again, but see, here's the problem. Gillie isn't answering any of the questions that are being asked at this point. He's just being animated. This is what Bill Haney posed to him. He said, well, I see your point, Gillie, but what I'm asking you is, could Boots have said yes and someone else, another organization, paid for it to make the fight happen? Did he or did he not say yes? And Gillie's saying, Boots has said no to nobody. Well, we know that is not necessarily true. We know that there is a man by the name of Eddie Hearn who has a track record of getting in the way of certain things that would have benefited Team Boots. They're about neck and neck right now. Not even neck and neck. Gillie's just not getting his ass up on the ropes anymore. But right now he's getting animated, and this is where it's about to start getting more passionate.
He that nigga for real. He's that nigga for real. I think he can stand in front of anybody, nigga.
What you think, B?
Now, Gillie is. I think he can stand in front of anybody, nigga. I think he can do it for anybody, nigga. Right? But here's the thing. When Gillie got on the phone with Bud, he wasn't doing all of that. When Bud was like, "Hey, you niggas stop playing with me. All your man's got to do is say he'll knock out Terrence Crawford. Say my name and see what happens." Ain't nobody else said Bud's name. Let's continue. We need this in boxing.
Don't be a realist and think this boy can stand in fucking front of Crawford, man. I've watched him train. Fuck no, man.
He's a monster.
Fuck no, man. He ain't standing in front of no fucking Crawford. Both his big brothers.
And I think Crawford is the GOAT. But I think
Salute to my brother, Malcolm Davis, Malcolm of the South. That's pimping since been pimping.
Anybody but Crawford. Anybody but
that's your
Crawford.
opinion.
Anybody but Crawford.
That's your opinion.
Okay, let me ask you this then. When has
They just said Devin Haney couldn't stand in front of Brian Norman a month ago. You said it out your own mouth. And then the nigga went down and was like this. This boxing, bro.
what?
Now,
When you come to
Gillie coming back, right? Here's the problem. In this same interview, see, Gillie just tried to use, and this is what we talk about. You all can't be double-minded and double-tongued. Gillie brings up the Brian Norman Jr. fight. He brings it up showing that many of the people believed that that Brian Norman Jr. was going to step on Devin Haney, and Devin Haney dropped him, right? Not too earlier, or later, I should say, Gillie, when it comes to Devin versus Boots, Gillie is saying that Devin ain't took no real challenges, that his resume is trash, right? But right here, you all heard it with your own ears. He just made a statement testifying that the truth, the irrefutable fact is that the people, a general consensus was made that Brian Norman Jr. was going to stop Devin Haney. That is a fact. But you tell it now. You see brothers today, they'll call back on to the brother Champ's side. These dudes been going for months. Hey Champ, you still mad at me? What kind of men are you? See, here's the thing. The kind of man I am, you can't do me wrong. You can't talk this crazy tough talk to me, and you're dead wrong, and then you come back around. You just let time pass by. You come back around and you don't acknowledge your behavior. You ain't man enough to say, man, you know what? Hey man, I was wrong. I was wrong and I was hating a little bit. My bad, bro. You just let time go by and you disappear after talking so much crap. This is what's wrong with boxing today. This is what's wrong with the boxing fan base today. Salute to Jim in the chat. Now listen to Bill.
Philadelphia and you come to Oakland, you gotta stand on it. If a motherfucker is who you are, then at some point in time you're gonna show the people, because the people don't believe you can do it. Right? I said if Boots is who I think he is, and Bo's who I believe is, go at everybody and anybody that they say that you can't beat on any network,
That's
on any
it.
turf.
It don't matter who the people back.
It don't fucking matter.
Fight it.
Now, you all can hate Bill Haney all you want, but listen to what Bill is saying. If they keep saying that you're not the man, if they keep saying that you can't do this, you can't do that, at some point you're going to have to show it. Now, how can Bill Haney say this? How can Bill Haney be in a position to say this? Because Bill Haney and Devin Haney went over to Australia twice. After Kambosos beat the man, Teofimo was the man at the time. See, a lot of people have this revisionist history and try to forget when ESPN was dropping those ads about Teofimo Lopez being the next great undisputed champion. That the Matrix Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez were going to be the next great boxing sensation in these lightweight divisions, following in the footsteps of Floyd Mayweather. Bob Arum said that Lomachenko was the greatest thing he's seen since Muhammad Ali. But you all want to act like you don't remember that. So Kambosos beat Tio's ass. Devin goes and beats the man twice. Devin goes and signs a 3-fight deal with Top Rank just to get the Loma fight. So you got Tio, you got Loma. Devin beat the people in one way or another. Devin beat the people that all of the powers that be in boxing, ESPN, Top Rank, were putting behind them. And Devin stepped on them. Teofimo Lopez, who just had to, see, this is how God worked. Tio was forced to have to sit next to Dev on his inside the ring interview and bear witness that the fight didn't happen because of him. And you all are silent on that now because you are some hating, self-hating Negroes and race fan boxing fans. COINTELPRO boxing fans. Double-minded and double-tongued.
What matters
That's it.
What matters is
That's the fuck
that
game.
you're going to beat
Come on, man.
the person
That's it.
everybody
That's all I'm
believes
saying.
that you're not. Now, I'm just saying this.
That's all I'm saying.
When we
Prove
went
that
to-
you're gonna do it.
When we went to
That's it.
Australia,
Bro,
we went to
there's a
Australia.
difference.
No,
There's
no,
a
you ain't
difference
doing it.
between
That's the
knowing
fuck it.
business.
That's all I'm saying.
There's a difference between
Yeah,
knowing
Gillie don't wanna let
business
he don't
and
let
being a
Bill
nigga
talk
from
now.
Just saying, just go and fight. Just do it. Like he ain't got business people that's saying, no, my nigga.
Yeah, like you know them numbers gotta add up, man.
If
Numbers
that's
gotta add
the- like,
They gonna control you.
if that's the case, Victor Virgil Ortiz will be fighting Boots right now, right? Because he wanna fight Boots.
yeah.
But his promoter like, nigga, we'll go to court first, nigga, before you fight Boots.
Right.
So it's not just that simple.
It gotta-
Fight him. Fight him.
The
You
numbers
mean
gotta
to tell me,
It is a business.
bro? You mean to tell me?
I ain't.
You mean to tell me if you're one of the biggest boxing promotions in the game, in a boxing promotion that just come out of nowhere and is here for 2 months, it's like, oh, we doing one fight with Terrence Crawford and we want to fight Boots. You think they're letting that shit go down, bro?
I want. Is it letting it go down, Bill?
The numbers gotta, you know the numbers gotta make sense. He would let us, you ain't let your son just fight anybody
He
because
can't
he
say
said
it's
he
gonna
can fight him.
that ain't never fought on no fucking Black Vision.
No, you didn't. But what I'm saying is, we've taken every. No, what I'm saying is, you gotta take a chance. You gotta take a chance. You gotta take a chance with the brand.
They don't realize who they talking to.
We went to Australia twice, bro.
We went to Australia twice.
Hold on, wait. Come on. Let's just be for real. We got these cameras on.
Yes.
I'm Vicky.
Right. I've been to Devin Haney's house. That shit was like 3 years ago, man. That nigga had $3 million in cars lined up out there and then said, I gotta take y'all to my other house that was in a different state. That nigga didn't get no pennies to go to Australia. That bitch getting paid good, nigga. Who you?
That ain't on the Haney's fault. That's not, you can't put that on the Haney's because he making money, because they doing good business.
Bill sit here. I got another car. Thank you. I just got the big Rover. Thank you, son. I got the V12. Thank you, son. He's talking about, what you doing for the money? Shit. Everything Bill negotiates is
what
for
I
the
said. The
fucking
numbers
money.
gotta-
That's his job.
That's when you a dad.
That's his job.
You just can't be letting your son fight.
You think Bill should let his son travel 46,000 miles to Australia to fight a nigga for a little bit of money? No, he didn't.
Hey.
That got paid millions.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, it get real loud. What I'm saying is, when did your favorite fighter stand a chance to lose?
That's all I'm saying.
Why? No, if you believe in him, why is he not putting himself and his team, putting him in a self?
Well,
Bill got him. Bill just cleared the room. Bill just whooped everybody. Bill just said, and this when the whole room got silent. Bill says, when did your favorite fighter, see, y'all don't be listening. When, I gotta put that on a t-shirt or something. When did your favorite fighter stand a chance to lose? Were people not saying that Devin was gonna get stepped on by Norman Jr.? Yes, they were. Were people not saying that Devin Haney was a victim of post-traumatic stress disorder? Something that I have. I don't know how Devin got it, but this is what they said. He would fail against Ramirez. Did you all or did you not say after Ryan Garcia cheated and beat him? Did you all not say that he was finished? Did you all not say that Regis Prograis was going to step on Devin? Did you all not say that after the ass whooping that Kambosos put on Tio, after the ass whooping, after Loma came back, you all said that Devin wouldn't pass the test? After Linares dropped, talk to me. Talk to me. After Linares dropped Loma, you said there's no way Devin can beat this man if Linares is dropping the great Matrix Lomachenko. See, I know the history. You can't pull those small time the zone Jigga Coon talking points on me. These wannabe Larry Merchant, Max Kellerman talking points on me. Keep going, brother.
Just wait a minute, that's just like Jordan. That's just like Jordan.
For Canelo, they didn't think Bud stood a chance. He beat Jordan. When Chris Smith, I was the only one saying he gonna knock him the fuck out. Ain't nobody believed it. I'm the only one said that. Not me. That's the only one said that. Okay. I've been in the gym with Bud. I've been in the gym with.
Hey, listen. You know why Bud is great? You know why Bud is great? Canelo. Spence made him good.
Yeah, but Canelo
made him great.
Okay. If you leave it up to the guy that promotes Boots, he says Boots is the hardest fighter in the game against fights.
What is he not supposed to say?
Boots walked right in the ring. Virgil Ortiz, what's up? It's time. He said, I don't want to fight Virgil Ortiz.
Okay, Gillie coming back. Gillie coming back.
I want to become champion. He's fighting for legacy. As soon as he became champion, what's up, Virgil Ortiz? Now is the time. Why it ain't the time now? Because he was going to punch him in a fucking coma. That's why. And his promoter said, before I see you go in a coma and I lose my fucking meal ticket, nigga, we going to court, nigga. All right, nigga. All right. Yeah,
I don't believe you think that young boy is tough.
And I'm looking in this camera right now. Turn around in this camera right now. Turn around in this camera right now. Turn around in this camera right now.
What's up?
On July 27th, nigga, you're going to see greatness.
I mean,
I am.
hit too much, though.
I am. I think he's great. Turn it back around. I think he's great. I think Boots is great. I just don't think he's a Crawford.
If Boots wanted to, Boots could be like.
The brother said, I think he's great. I just don't think he can beat Crawford. Come on, these are Philly brothers.
But Boots chooses to say, come on, nigga, let's get in the pocket. I'm from Philly, nigga. Yeah.
Do you say what I'm saying, though?
Yeah. I'm from Philly.
You understand, though? You're not listening to what I'm saying.
You stand in the pocket with any fucking grown man that got hundreds of amateur fights, professional fights. Yeah, you go to fucking court.
Yo, Boots is good. Crawford is, I think he's the greatest.
I'm sorry, I think Gillie's living in an imagination.
It's the difference.
Let me ask you this question.
Thinking that Boots is going to get in the pocket with Bud Crawford.
Do you think Devin Haney is great?
Hey, bro, that's your mic. No, I think he got more work to do. I don't think he's great yet. I think he can do it.
At 20,
do you see how much work he's done?
Hold on.
Yeah.
At 20, see, listen.
Same thing like
At 26 years old.
No, not work on the.
He's a three-weight
like right now, right?
Champion in a unified, Cause look, which one you got all of them? Which one you got all
undisputed?
He like the 5th boxer and the youngest boxer in boxing history to become an undisputed champion.
So when we talking right now, all we talking is the things. So my opinion is, I need to see Dev.
You going right now?
Fight Shakur. I need to see it because Shakur is now.
Good question.
But I'm telling you why. And I'm telling you why, because Shakur is now. Shakur is now.
So
he's great.
Okay. So let me ask you
Shakur is he's only great. I don't want to see it. I think he's great, right? I want to see some knockout. Him with me is not off who you for. It's how he fight.
Now look how cool and calm Bill is. Bill said, "No, I want to hear what he got to say. Tell me why, according to your criteria, why do you believe my son isn't great?"
Okay. Okay,
That's why you're saying
but let me ask you a question.
How he fight.
But let me ask you a question. But let me ask you a question.
Yeah, I'm not talking about accomplishment. I'm talking about my opinion on how he fight. What I like technical fighters.
This shit's not making no sense.
That's why I like Buzz.
Right? He said, this nigga said, Shakur is great. And Shakur is great. Because that's my nephew. I fuck with all of them. They really got no chance. But hold on. He's great. But I'm not talking about accomplishments or who he fought. Hold on, wait. But Boots ain't great.
Yeah.
With 35 motherfucking wins and 32 knockouts.
I don't think Boots is better than Shakur. That's my opinion.
But hold on. On one hand, you say, on one hand,
he said LeBron better than Mike too. I damn sure said that.
See, I can't talk.
I really said that. And I'm standing on that. And I'm standing on that shit. You cannot leave. You cannot leave. Yes, he is. Everything. Yes, he is. He's the loudest one about it. It's not even a fucking argument. We can't even argue that. Yo, you know what I mean? That's not even a fucking argument. Michael Jackson was a better singer than R. Kelly. He is. He's not. He is. He's not. He is.
Nigga like the art.
Fuck about no R. I don't give a fuck about no R. Kelly. He ain't no Mike. He's not no Michael Jackson. Y'all crazy. So fucking Michael Jackson.
Salute to my brother Patrice X.
He likes Crawford. He likes Shakur. Yeah, with Devin a little bit, right? But one thing that I think that we can agree on that he seems to not agree on is he says Boots is the killer that Devin should never fight.
I don't think that. I don't think Boots is good.
See, he biased. I don't know what's going on.
It's about to go left.
Everything I said it was.
Now, I gotta say this, family. I gotta say this. You all can say what you want about Bill. Bill Haney is probably the best promoter in the game of boxing. During this interview, Bill is going to different cameras, dropping promos while this is going on. $1 million worth of game has I don't know if this is right, but it says they have 80. Is that right? This thing says they have 83 million subscribers. I know they're almost I know they're top 3 on podcasting on Spotify. So that might be right. But this is where it's about to go left again, because to be honest with you, Gillie, he has some strong spots, but he in this debate on Boots, he's getting whipped. And if you all are going to defend Boots, you all have to make sure this is what's wrong with boxing. You all have to make sure when you critique somebody, if you drag another fighter into it, if you drag another fighter's resume into it, at any point in time, you better make damn sure that you know the history of the person you're dragging into it to the T. Because if you don't, you're going to get destroyed if somebody knows what they're talking about.
That they just argue with you. I don't like straight socks. I don't like yellow Nikes.
That's all.
I don't like Greg Puma shit. It's just not big. I don't like Greg Puma. I don't like blue polo hoodies. I don't.
Yo,
you stay away from me.
Let's talk about the other side of Philly, Bill.
He said he ain't a killer, though.
Can we talk about the other side of Philly? Where when one person say something, everybody say it?
No.
That's not me.
Let me just say,
No, but you saying
Describe to him.
Let me just
you ain't never seen no killer box. You saw
I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question.
Wait.
Technical.
I want to ask you a question.
Explain the difference.
What is a technical fight? What does that mean?
What he see in Boots?
Shakur is a technical fighter.
What does that mean?
That means he will beat your ass off points. Simply, and nothing else. That makes sense.
All right, that's a technical fight.
When we talking Boots, hold on, I ain't done. I ain't done. When we talking Boots, like I said, I'm consistent. He get touched too much to be a fucking technical fighter.
Okay, so give it to him with Devin, and
And Boots.
Devin is technical. The shit that Boots do, I think a lot of them shots be wild. And I think Dev is a technical fighter and he
Now,
can pick it apart.
you know who's 50 and 0 in the street? Bill Haney. It just went over everybody's head that Bill just destroyed this brother's talking point, something that Gillie has been having a problem doing. The first thing that this brother said was, I love technical boxers. They asked this man, do you think Devin Haney is great? The man said no. He got more work to do. I think Shakur is great. But you love technical fighters. All right. Just sometimes you gotta talk.
I'm not saying he would knock Boots out. I'm just saying he's a technical fighter. That's my opinion.
And this is my opinion. When he said Boots wasn't a killer, I just want to make sure y'all niggas right here.
That's my
question.
opinion.
If there was a nigga in the hood and he had 35 fights and he knocked 32 niggas out,
What that got to do with technical?
y'all wouldn't say he was a killer?
That don't got to do with
I'm
technical.
asking you a question. He just said he ain't a killer.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we look at it as, wait.
Because it's
You
more
can agree
technical
that
in
might
the
be
boxing
32
ring.
heavy
We the
bags.
same fucking
That's
weight.
a lot.
I
We
agree.
put gloves on.
That's my whole point.
32 heavy? Oh,
32 heavy bags.
what you talking? No, you said that? 32
That's
heavy
what he
bags.
said.
He asked me what I agree.
It was no. You won't say the fights. You saying the fighters that
I'm
Boots fight
saying when you
wasn't
had,
qualified.
I'm saying when you had on that thing that you was talking about.
When Boots was
So,
punching.
You was
Stanionis is a heavy bag.
Yes, Gillie.
Listen,
Stanionis is a straightforward fighter. Yes.
Is he a heavy bag?
Definitely he's a heavy bag. He's not. Wait. He's not. Is he a technical fighter? Or is he right there?
Is he answer the question, Gillie?
We see technical fighters get beat every day now. Let's not act like we don't see technical fighters get.
Just cause you animated, fam, don't mean you winning. Bill asked a simple question. Is Stanionis a technical fighter? Gillie gets animated and starts saying technical fighters get whooped every day. That's not what Bill asked you. You all said that Stanionis is not a punching bag. So Bill said, is he a technical fighter? You see, you all are seeing the type of conversations we have in these spaces. This is it in real form on the highest level.
If they fucking ass with him.
Was he right there? Was he right there? Was he right there to be hit?
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. The way y'all looking at me right now, listen, if I turn, listen, wait.
What fighter stands in the pocket in exchange with niggas and don't get hit? The last time I checked, when Devin Haney stood in the fucking pocket with Lomachenko, he was getting fucking hit. Cause he got another nigga that's just as skilled that's trying to fucking hit him too. What the fuck is you talking about?
What you saying, Bill?
I said,
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Over here. You looking the wrong way.
Boots can do this shit too. Bam, okay. Come on, bam, okay. Come on, stab to the body, okay. You step in, I step out, okay. I'm way athletic than all of you niggas. Come on, but I choose.
Side note, Wallow's situational awareness is like almost 98% if it was a weighted bar.
Nigga. I want to put a nigga to sleep.
He gonna choose violence for Crawford? Shut up.
Going to choose.
Shut the fuck. He
Let me
gonna
answer your
choose violence for Crawford?
I just want to ask you this
He's
question.
back now. He gonna kill him.
I just want to ask
He
you
gonna
this question.
fucking kill him. Stop, man.
You seen-
Don't say no dumb shit
You
like
seen
that.
Boots
Stop.
like all his fights, right?
Got him.
Stop, man.
Tell me one fight that he ever come out nigga and it's a warm-up fight.
you know what happened? You know what happened?
Listen, just tell me one fight that he come out and from round one.
Thank you, bro.
From round one.
I love
What you do?
He can hit
He wasn't even here when I said that.
He can hit too many
He
times.
wasn't even here when I said
He can
that.
hit too many times.
He wasn't even here when I said that.
Another brother from Philly said that walked up, who hasn't even been here in the whole conversation, says to Gillie, look, man, I hear what you're saying, but sometimes Boots gets hit a little bit too much. Salute Growing with Soul in the building. My brother Patrice X says, Gillie, when has Boots ever faced a Hall of Fame opponent like Loma at age 24? It hasn't happened, Patrice X. And this is all people are trying to say to Gillie, but Gillie don't want to hear it. His own Philly brothers are saying, bro, we're not saying that Boots ain't good. We know he's good. What we're saying to you is, those of us who really love boxing, those of us who are watching the sport be taken over, we are saying that if this man isn't truly challenged, if he has no fights, what we think, let's be honest, family, how many debates did we see online of Brian Norman Jr. is going to step on Dev, Lomachenko is going to beat Dev, Regis Prograis is going to beat Dev. Now you have a lot of people who lack integrity, who now want to act and change the timeline and act like that they were picking all of these fights right and they were rooting for Dev. You're a liar. You are a liar and a double-minded, double-tongued, COINTELPRO boxing fan that cares more about being right than having integrity.
That's not
For person that's getting hit so much, they say, right? Did you ever see him not on that camera with hickeys and with anything? I've never
That's
seen
not the point.
Wait.
That's not the point.
Wait, better yet.
Yo, I'm not saying. My thing is, for the fighters I like, Bill.
Post-fight, not look like himself when he walked in the ring.
No.
So what the fuck are you talking?
So now, and see, Gillie be doing his animated stuff, you know, getting in people's faces, but he picks and chooses when he does it, and it doesn't bring validity to what he's trying to say. All that yelling and you being animated doesn't, and this whole thing that Gillie's doing, Gillie is putting a target on Boots that Boots don't even need. Boots has the opportunity to clear these divisions because we know what he can do. I believe he can beat Fundora. I believe he can beat Virgil Ortiz. I believe if Boots his steel was sharpened, if Boots' steel was sharpened and David Benavidez, who keeps ballooning up in weight and come back down to 175, I believe if Boots wanted to chase greatness under the right circumstances, he could beat him and solidify. Because Boots ain't no young dude anymore. He could solidify his resume in the sport of boxing as one of the greats. But right now, come on, family. Come on. This fight with Xander Zayas is the first fight. Think about it. Think about how many fights Boots has. Think about how old Boots is. This is the first fight where people are saying it could be a 50-50 and not because of skill. Let's keep it real. Nobody's saying it could be 50-50 because Xander is a technical boxer or has the boxing IQ to hang with Boots. People are saying that it could be 50-50 because Xander Zayas is just big as hell and got heart and can box a little. Let's keep it real, family. And you all don't want to keep it real. So what's happening is you're seeing people who they're giving these hats to saying that they're great. And they're rising to the pound for pound list. Like in a way. Pay attention.
I'm saying, Bill. This is what I'm saying, Bill. Right? This is what I'm saying. For the boxers I like, he takes too many fucking chances to beat him. Fuck is you talking about? For the boxers I like, he takes too many fucking chances to beat him. Fuck is you talking about? Take the chance and get Crawford. He will knock him the fuck out. Do that shit against Crawford.
Now the man is saying, he's talking boxing talk. He's telling Gillie, he's like, listen, man, the brother takes too many chances to get the shot that he wants is. And Gillie's doing all this, checks, gets advances and all that. Gillie the type of dude to get somebody effed up in this sport. Because Gillie talking from a different place. This other brother is talking from a boxing science standpoint. He's saying, listen, brother, Boots gets away with those things with fighters with certain styles. You all will admit and you will bear witness that styles make fights. This is what you all say.
Knock him the fuck out.
What about the boys, man, about the fight?
Easy.
What
I don't think that. I don't think that, man.
about the dude about the fight?
I'm riding with you. Know I'm riding with Boots. I'm riding with Boots.
Even though Philly,
Yo, I'm riding with
niggas
Boots.
despicable.
I'm riding with Boots.
You niggas is
I'm riding with
despicable,
Boots,
man.
no matter what.
Listen.
But on a Philly nigga, he get hit too much. You niggas ain't never seen him cut. Looked up or nothing.
The truth can never be hate. When you talking truth, it can never be hate. If he getting hit too many times, he getting hit too many times.
That's it.
I know. I'm gonna rock out with Boots.
The truth can never be hate.
The truth can never be hate when you
Who is the
talking
dude
the
he fighting
truth.
now? Who is he
Bro, a
fighting
fighter
now?
that get hit too much.
Who is it?
At the end of the fight, they
Hey, box, what
look
that
like
mean?
they got hit too much. They don't look regular.
They don't fight
That
like
nigga could go from the fight to the club. And if you didn't know he was in a fight, you wouldn't know he was in a fight.
He don't
If
fight
he ready to
nobody.
get like this.
He don't fight nobody. This is my whole thing.
You wouldn't even know he was in a fight.
No, that's bullshit.
Bro,
That's bullshit.
you gotta understand, we got two types of niggas. We got regular Philly niggas and we got angry Philly niggas. I don't like gray hoodies. I don't even know what the XP stand for. I don't like that shit.
Listen.
So you gotta know what you dealing with.
Hey, but
I don't got an ounce of hate in my blood. Not one drop.
listen. This
Ain't no way I can see a nigga doing great and be like, no, but nigga, that's hate, nigga.
See, now Gillie, the type of brother sometimes when he talking, if he not having his way in a debate that's supposed to be about boxing, he start taking it somewhere else. See, that's why if you pay attention, Bill only gets quiet when he's scoping things out. Y'all ain't never seen Bill this quiet for an hour and a half. Bill talk every now and then. He know, all right, I'm on somebody else's turf. And this brother doing a lot. See? Gillie speaking from an emotional, really young mindset. These other brothers from Philly, just because they from another side of Philly, they not hating on Boots. They just saying the truth. Like, nah, and it's crazy because you all can see the discrepancies in, well, yeah, this fighter needs to tune up this. This fighter needs to get better at this. But when somebody says, well, your fighter has an issue adapting. Not only does your fighter have a problem with adapting, his corner has a problem giving him instruction when he is in trouble. When you have been, let me say this, because I'm not going to give too much away. Let me tell you what Boots' problem is. Boots has an issue with knowing how to control staying in the pocket and moving, and this is why. He is used to causing extreme damage. So the same thing you all saw with Brian Norman Jr., who is used to dropping people with that left hook. If you just stand in front of that man long enough and you don't move those feet or you don't defend yourself properly, he'll get you out of there. That is the very thing that had him beat by Devin Haney. Pay attention.
That's hate, nigga.
That's hate.
White nigga, 35 and over 32
Tell me who it
knockouts,
is.
nigga.
35 and 0, 32 knockouts, nigga.
I'm lost.
why do people hold on? Why do people say y'all keep saying
Explain
y'all
it again. No, that's smart. That's smart. That's smart. That's smart.
super smart.
That's smart.
This is crazy. I'm a black belt. I'm a 13 times. No,
Come on,
I don't give a fuck about
see?
boxing. Hold on. Y'all saying some crazy shit. This is what fucks me up. This is what fucks me up, guys.
What?
Y'all saying he didn't fight nobody. Do you understand in the ring all it takes is one punch? We talking about one punch.
Let's stop there. We've heard enough. Let me say this. I'm glad that Gillie and Wallow use this platform that will benefit the sport of boxing. But we have all seen Bud Crawford, when they called Bud Crawford. My brother Patrice says, video of Gillie and Nipsey talking in the streets, and Nipsey talking real stuff. Gillie get uncomfortable when someone taking the limelight, so he just start yelling. Gillie always been weirdo. I will say this: the way this brother seems to behave when I'm traveling, it's not somebody I would want with me. that can be another topic for another time. I got to say that, when you are traveling, especially around our own people, and you are going to the street, you have to move with, humility. And I'm gonna be honest with you. If it wasn't for Wallow, I think Gillie would have been got chin checked. But Wallow, he balances it out. He balances it out. You know what I mean? You can say the same thing about Charleston White. There's people around him that people respect. Why people haven't, put hands on him. There's nothing wrong with your opinion, but when you start doing all of this and you talking to grown men like that, it can go left. But let's keep it at this. They're just having a passionate conversation, because I don't want nobody to get in their feelings because we're talking about Gillie. Gillie's like this at the football games. He's like this at the basketball games. But we understand you're doing all of that. Then when you having a backyard gathering, a conversation with ain't nothing but brothers, and you got cameras, this can the egos of men can end this badly, right? But I want to give a shout out to Wallow, who always balances these things out. I want to give a shout out to, make sure you all check this interview out, $1 million worth of game. I got to give a shout out to Wallow calling Jay Prince. He called Jay Prince on the phone, and him and Bill got to talking. And, hey, man, Jay Prince slick, man. But, he talking to another brother that's slick. And Bill said something along the lines of, yeah, he said, I was with you till you started talking about bringing us down. Because at first it sounded like, yeah, I give you 8 pounds. He was saying, yeah, we'll give Shakur 8 pounds to go up, but that's still, making Dev come down. And I don't believe Jay Prince was talking about 8 pounds from, I believe he was talking about 8 pounds from 140 at that catch weight. But anyway, and probably with a rehydration clause in there. So that was a good interaction. That just goes to show you, man, sometimes these other organizations are the only ones in our way. Got to give a shout out to Bill, who did a great job promoting his son. Shout out to that black father who shows you how to move in a room like this. My brother Patrice says facts. Gillie will get the whole group in a situation, but we're the only one in the group who can't physically defend himself. Yep, snatches, yeah. But, shout out to that brother Wallow and the other brothers representing Philly in a good light, showing that we can have a dialogue and a conversation without it turning to violence. They did a better representation in that, and that might be something that, Wallow talks to Gillie about, like, hey, man, this wasn't that type of situation, you know what I'm saying? Because when you see Bill get that quiet, it's like the real in the building is checking the atmosphere, like, bro, it's just us out here. You doing too much. But this just goes to show when it comes down to the truth, to my brother's point, there is no hate when you're just speaking truth and facts. And if you all are going to defend Boots this way, you better make damn sure that you know what you're talking about. Now, because of this interview, you all know that you all are going to see, salute my brother St. Louis Mix in the building. You all are going to see throughout the week, some discussions are going to get ugly on these panels, whether it's over Bud and Boots, or whether it's over Errol and Bud. While this is going on, just keep this in mind. There is an effort of people in the government right now to roll us back. This is an important time for us to lock arm in arm in brotherhood and sisterhood as a people. And boxing can be used as a catalyst for that. So with that being said, brothers and sisters, like this person, the lunatic libertarian, understand that wherever we are, wherever we gather, you're gonna have, pieces of shit like this, and they are going to pop up because they can't help themselves. We can be 100 miles away from them, and somehow they will slither their way down the road to come be around you, to come and try to cause mayhem. You all notice, and some of you might not believe in this, but those of you who watch this back, as soon as I started speaking about brothers coming together and showing a good example of how to carry themselves around passionate conversations, you have a mischief-making devil pop up. So before we leave, I want you all to hold on to that and see that everything that coach is telling you is right and exact. We need to use these moments to push both of our fighters, because while we're bickering, this could have been a moment to have a debate about the fighters that they're putting on a pedestal that shouldn't even be compared to our greats. How different would it have retrained the mind of our young brothers and sisters who follow these channels, who follow a personality like Gillie, who follow a man like Wallow, who follow a man like Bill, who are going to watch this interview and say, you know what? In a way, ain't better than Shakur. You know what? You know what? Why are we talking about Daniel Dubois? Why are we not talking about the return anywhere in this interview of Errol Spence? Pay attention. Anytime we start speaking of the unity, they have to pop up. The trope, they can't leave you alone. It is a spiritual sickness inside of them. But I want them to know, when you're hearing it straight from Coach's mouth, you have no place here. I don't want you here. You're not going to have a space to call in. Yeah, we're going to be real biased over here. This is for our tribe. This is for our conversations. Okay, you're not going to have any say because we don't care. Your authority means nothing here. Your spiritual frequency means nothing here. What you have to say means nothing here. This is for us. And as soon as you start thinking, well, let me say, shut your mouth. You have no place here. It's not for you. You go to some other brother's channel or sister's channel who gives a damn about what an enemy has to say about them. Why would I give a damn about what you have to say about people that we deem great? The way you see us does not dictate to how we feel about ourselves. That's not what's going on over here. So when you see the family having a conversation, you either just sit and listen or you change the channel. But you won't have a say here. I salute all my brothers and sisters and all my allies, all my comrades who called in yesterday, who joined us on Rumble. And if you came in this morning and just liked the video, I appreciate you. Make sure you all tune into our brother Drew Titan. Peace to the family. Peace to my comrades. And as always, smoke to the COINTELPRO boxing fan.